Hello, hello.
Okay. Hello. 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 There's 825. I mean, I know you don't talk on it like that, screaming in it, but, you know, or a deep voice like that, but there's 825 PEP out of this amplifier with this microphone, this little Delta EC1, and this particular Frankenstein 959B. Like I say, we've put this up against a Bird 43 with the Bird peak kit, and it's within like 2 watts. So I know this is actually a fairly accurate meter. Well, I don't know what else to test. If you guys want me to try to test anything, like I don't have an oscilloscope or a spectrum analyzer. I think I'm going to try to pick a couple things up. I'm not going to, you know, I don't mess with enough of my stuff to need, you know, brand new equipment. But if I can find a couple of used pieces at work, I'll get them. If any of you guys have any you're looking to get rid of at a decent price, let me know. I don't need anything fancy, you know. I don't need a great big, you know, thing sitting here on my thing. Just something to do some basic stuff. So that way it's more legitimate for you guys. Here, let's open this radio. Let's take a look in the radio. Stand by. Oh, also real quick, he may not have been seeing this exact wattage in his truck, I thought, because I just did the power wire upgrade on this last night. I upgraded the 2 going into 8 gauge, and I upgraded everything inside. It's on another video I just put up. So this actually might be seen. From what I've been told, you'll see anywhere between like 50 to 100 more PEP watts when you do the... I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't test it before and after. I should have, but I just want to throw that out there. Stand by, we're going to open this up. Okay, folks, got the cover off of it. I mean, you can see none of the coils are spread. It should be all factory looking in there. I mean, the limiter's intact. I mean, nothing funky's been done to it except, you know, that air conditioner fell on it. No, I'll tell you, when the air conditioner fell on it, it's not like it, you know, smashed a bunch of stuff up. It just dented the top and it jolted the inside. And when I got it, what was wrong with it was the little center conductor there for the SO239. That solder joint had broke, so I resoldered that on because he didn't have any receive. Once I resoldered that, there was receive. And then I put a mic on it, and it wouldn't key up. And I remember there was just a plug over here. That's all it was. It was unplugged, and it must have been... it was one of these. I know it disabled the microphone. I'm thinking it was this one right here. Could have been that one. It was one of these plugs. It was just unplugged, just laying there. I guess it jolted it or something. I don't know. But I plugged that back in. We got a microphone. We had receive. I was talking on it. It was working. I just basically had my buddy check it out just to make sure that it was on frequency on sideband. That's, really all I wanted, because I was just gonna turn around and sell it, to be honest. And when I met 191, he needed a radio. I had this, and I had no idea. It was just a freaking radio. I had no idea till I heard it. I couldn't believe it. And the first time we knew something was up is I sold him this and a Texas Star 250 that I have. And from Dayton, Nevada, I could hear him here at my base. And I couldn't hear anyone else except for a guy that lives out there with a big bass and a lot of power. And I was hearing 191. And I knew something was up. He brought that Texas Star 250 over, said, "Hey, bud, you got anything else?" I had that Texas Star 500 I had just got. He took that, and he was just, I mean, blowing smoke on everyone. It was unbelievable. I mean, the amp, just, helped him increase what this was doing. And then he ordered the EC1. He didn't even tell me he ordered it because he thought it was a gimmick. That's his exact words. Hey, I didn't want to tell you I ordered this. I didn't want you to think I was a, dum-dum or something for wasting my money on this. But I plugged it in, and it really helps enhance things. And I'm sorry, 191. I called bullshit on that EC1 for a long time, but especially after I saw it on the scope and everything, it didn't increase the modulation or anything. But it's obviously doing something. It's obviously is. But even without it, this radio screams. I mean, he just got that, fairly not too long ago. Yeah, these weren't replaced. That's how they're coming from Vietnam now. I mean, I bought these radios brand new, and you got fingerprints all over with that dielectric grease. And I even called, Galaxy Ranger, and asked them what's going on, and they said, yeah, we're trying to get those guys to clean that up a little bit. But you see, everything's intact. Just something happened to a component in here, obviously, or the value changed to something, and it's just, a freak. It is a newer one, it's got the Schottky diodes for the receive, but I've had other ones, and I've, hooked them up, and honestly, I don't think it has that much better receive. This one here is just insane. We'll hook this up in another video, and we'll compare the receive to this versus Striker 955, which, as far as radios that I've had, the Striker has had the best receive I've ever heard. So we'll compare these to see. Because 191 could hear everything. I mean, he could hear things that nobody else could hear on base stations. Even dudes with beams and everything else. They couldn't hear who he was talking to. It was insane. Alright, so there's a tour of the, 191 base station killer radio. I did kind of jokingly say in the last video, if you had deep pockets, he'd probably sell it and whatnot. And I've got a lot of people messaging me and everything else, and let's just put it this way: you guys aren't willing to pay what he would let this radio go for, so I'm just gonna clean it up, like I said, redo the case, and I'm gonna put it in my cabinet, and the radio is just still staying here. We're not gonna sell this, because if something happens to his Cobra 29 comp tune, if something happens to that radio, he needs this as a backup. So this radio is just gonna stay here. So we're not gonna let this radio go. It's just gonna stay here. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.